Is it bloody? Is it savage? Is it renegade? Is it W63? What's the name of this one? We're gonna find out today. Hey guys, welcome back to our HRSS channel. My name is Ivan, and today we're looking at a new gaming mouse from Bloody, which is actually a sub-brand of A4 Tech. And those of you that know who A4 Tech is, it's one of the oldest companies that produces peripherals for a very, very long time. I've known this company, and actually one of my first gaming keyboards were A4 Tech. That was way back in the 90s. Was one of those steel membrane, but the W, S, A, and D keys were rubberized and they were different colors, so hence made them gaming. So now, looking at the Bloody over here, we're gonna go straight into the unboxing, see what's inside the box. We're gonna look at some of the parameters. We're gonna discuss the price, obviously. And in the end, at the conclusion, we're gonna talk about my opinion, if I like this gaming mouse, and if this gaming mouse could replace my top and still leader AJ390 that I've been using for years. And actually I bought several brand new ones just in case mine breaks so I can replace them with those. That's how much I love that mouse. All right, let's see what's inside the box of the Bloody W63 Max. And then this is the first product that I'm reviewing from the company. Saw it on Amazon for under $50. I want to grab it and check it out. It's been a while since I reviewed a gaming mouse. Lots of information on the box. You can see Renegade, aka Outlaw, Savage Impact, lightweight 87 grams, picture of the product. But of course, if you open it right here, you can see it immediately and kind of almost place your hand and check it out if you are looking at it at the store. Some of the features right here, which a lot of you, I'm sure, are going to be appreciating: 4 megabytes onboard memory. We have advanced performance of the sensor, 1200 CPI, 250 IPS, and 35 ACC, which is what the chip sensor is capable of. 4 manual report rates and LOD setting switch, which again we have 125 Hertz, 500, 1000, 2000, and then 1.5 millimeters, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, and all that stuff. A lot of information that most gamers are really serious about gaming peripherals and games, they are going to be appreciating. We have RGB backlit, of course. Why would they not? Again, 2000 Hertz report rate, 4 LD switch, 6 weapon mode. On the left key, lightweight braided cable, which we'll see how lightweight it is. The chip sensor is Max BC3332A 12K. CPI, maybe that's the DPI, what we used to call, now it's CPI, resolution 100 to 12,000. Tracking speed is 250 IPS, frame speed is 8,000 FPS, and acceleration is 35G. Response rate is 125 to 2000. Key response is 1 millisecond, and micro switches, all that stuff. Nice, all the information right here. Some more listed in the back. And of course, I'm curious to see how the ergonomics of this mouse is going to be. Warranty card from Bloody. Okay, that's good. All right, first thing I'm going to say about the mouse itself. Yes, they were right. The cable is very soft, very pliable, and very nicely braided with a little rubber fastener right here. The length is 6 feet, so I really appreciate that. We have some protection here. The connection at the end where the USB is actually has their logo right here with a hand. Very nice. I'm glad they're not doing any gold-plated BS right here on top. Permanently attached, of course. This is not detachable cable. One of the minor negatives, actually, I would have loved to see a detachable cable just in case in the future something happens with this cable again. But here's the mouse. Very, very gamer orientated. Again, tons of graphics on top of it, all kinds of lettering and all that stuff. This is the bottom right here where we have the switches on both sides. As you saw on the graphics they had it. The Teflon slats are nice and slick, only 4 of them right here. And the sensor sits right in the middle. Of course, for my size hand, I have to say it's pretty comfortable. Ideally, the mouses I prefer, and I have perforations over here for the sweat and all that stuff, but maybe this one is going to be not that bad. We don't have a complete rubberized cover. It's more of a matte plastic, which I prefer because the rubberized covers are great, but over time they deteriorate, they become really sticky and kind of start peeling off. A little more support for the thumb over here and for the pinky on the other side, so I appreciate that. Unfortunately, this mount is not ambidextrous. It's only for right-handed people. We have 2 buttons on this side for the thumb, back and forward, 2 on the top right here, and the scroll is very nice, rubber, kind of a teal color. which also is a button for click. And yeah, maybe it's going to be good. I'm gonna have to test that for a long time, see if it can replace my current AJazz AJ390 mouse, which I've been using for many years. So far, I think the ergonomics are good. I'll be curious how it's going to perform in games with the different settings. As mentioned on the instructions, there's the software. Obviously, you can install and manage secret weapon software. Go to bloody.com and download it, and you can activate the code. 6 sniper modes for FPS shooting games, and quick one-key execution of macros for MMOs and all that stuff. Yeah, that's good. I guess more options are great. But when it comes to the product itself in the unboxing part, we're done with it. All right, conclusion time. And what do I think about the W63 Max, or the Renegade you want to call it, or the Savage Impact? Actually, this mouse has 2 different versions. This is the Renegade, and there's another one which is basically the white base version of this one. So you got the black and the white. They have different names, but functionally they're exactly the same. So it depends which one you like, or depends on which one theme you like more, and you want to match it towards maybe your internals or your other peripherals. That's one you gotta go with. But let's summarize all the good things that A4Tech or Bloody have done here, and there's plenty of them to talk about. A lot of people will be interested to find out all the details and all the specs, and actually that represents their style of playing and something they care about. The things I care about, first and foremost, right here, is ergonomics and usability and cable. So a lot of people are overlooking the cable. To me, this is one of the best cables. This is on par with my AJ390. Super soft, super pliable, 6 feet long. It's braided. It doesn't disturb any of the things around your desk. You can route it through around anything, and it's not gonna create any big resistance when you're using the mouse. So basically, it feels like it's not there. So big kudos for the cable. I absolutely love it. Even the tying point over here is not a cheap hook and loop strap. It's just this rubberized piece that it's pre-attached. One negative on the cable though, it's not replaceable. It's not USB-C at the end. Ideally, that would have been perfect if there was USB-C at the end and it can be attached. And why am I saying this? Things happen. People have pets, or you might trip over the cable, or you might rip it. Pet might chew through it. So if that happens, you gotta buy a new mouse. Instead, if that was replaceable cable, you can just order another one, or get whatever cable you like, maybe a different color one, plug it in, use the mouse, and off you go. Now, when it comes to the theme on top of it and all the graphics and all that stuff, personally, I'm not a huge fan about that kind of stuff, but I know people love that kind of graphics and anime and different type of drawings and that kind of, I mean, I can see the attraction here. To me, it's not a huge appeal, but I don't mind it because it's not really in your face, especially that black version. When it comes to the ergonomics though, this mouse fits perfectly my palm, and of course I have average size hands. They're not too big, not too small, but fits my palm perfectly. The arch of the mouse, or the height of the highest point, is high enough to support my palm. The way I'm using my mouse, I'm kind of resting my palm on top of the mouse. I'm not a claw type, or I'm not, you know, any kind of specific type of holder. I mean, it's kind of average, but I like to rest the palm of my hand on top of the mouse pretty much all the time. This one provides plenty of support. I would have loved a little bit more support over here for the thumb, because when I put my thumb on it, I kind of catch that little piece over here, but my thumb slides off. So it's either has to be there, larger, or not be there at all, like some other mice like the AJ390. Again, I'm keep comparing it to that one because it's my favorite. The wheel is rubberized. It's awesome. Back and forward buttons, they're not rubber, unfortunately. They're plastic, but again, they're good. And all that, keep in mind, this mouse is priced under $50. There's a lot of competition around that price, but fitting all that hardware and all that specifications and all that tech inside the mouse that it's under $50 is actually pretty impressive. Most well-known companies produce mice that are a lot more expensive, and they have less features most of the times. So yeah, I think for the price, this is a big winner. Yeah, big Teflon feet on the bottom, great to see. The 2 switches on the bottom are easily accessible. You need to just flip the mouse around and switch them. And you guys see all the technical data about this mouse. So let's not repeat all that, but you gotta mention 35G acceleration, 12 1000 CPI or DPI, whichever way you want to take it, and 8000 FPS. Of course, we have the 4 megabytes of RAM on board to record all your macros if you want, and they're advertising up to 120,000 macros. I don't think anybody will be recording that many macros in their mouse, but you know, just a few that you want to use, you can successfully record and put them into the memory that it's on board. Another thing I really like about this one, and probably a lot of people not gonna like, is the omission of like excessive RGB around this mouse. Yes, my AJ390 has RGB, but I can turn it off if I want to. This one doesn't have anything crazy, no crazy RGB lighting, flashing, in your face kind of stuff. This is more down to business gaming mouse that you can just go ahead and start using. The way that it's designed for the right click button to be a little bit larger because your middle finger is longer, shorter on the left side. It's very ergonomic, fits well, and I think the quality of the plastic is nice. ABS plastic. Appreciate that it's not rubberized. This might shine over time from overusing, but at least it's not gonna stick to you. It's not gonna be peeling and cracking and all that stuff. Would I recommend the Bloody? Yes, absolutely. I think for $50, this mouse is definitely winning a lot of love from me. And of course, I'm always trying to keep it really in a budget level, something under $50. Hopefully, I'll check out some of their products in the future. If they have some other SKUs coming out and stuff like that, I'll enjoy to grab it. But as always, you know, I bought this one from Amazon, where I'm getting majority of the peripherals and hardware that you see on my channel. So if you want to support the channel directly, check out the link on the description of the video. Helps me tremendously to bring you videos like this regularly. And yeah, as always guys, hit the thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos coming very, very soon. And as always guys, you have a wonderful day.